Hello and welcome to day 6 of my alternative spring tour. For a few days this week, the focus is going to be very much on music. Yesterday I shared a picture from my exhibition which is directly related to the passage I'm going to read you today. Last Thursday, Rosie Millard and I touched a little bit on my musical exploits, adventures and indeed challenges when we had a chat. On Thursday of this week, I'm going to be in conversation with Georgia Train, who I've worked with musically for the last few years. Tomorrow I'm going to share an actual piece of music with you, and for today it is actually going to be a reading that I'm going to share, which is the opening passage from the section in my book on music. And this opens with a quotation from Shakespeare, which it's probably fair to say is the only one that I do actually remember from my O-level years. It goes something like this. If music be the food of love, play on. Give me excess of it, that surfeiting the appetite may sicken and so die. And if you don't recall, that is actually from Twelfth Night. So I'm going to read you the opening passage from the music section in the book. There is a woman sitting on a train on her way back to Kent from London. She is looking out of the window at the unseasonably bright and warm February sunshine. She is reflecting on a love affair, a relationship she has had since she was a child. There is a warm glow about her. A gentle and satisfied smile crosses her face as her black painted nails tap gently on her knee. She wonders how it all came to this. As she nears 60, she questions where this love will take her. For so much of her life she kept it hidden, her own secret passion, but for a few souls who she unknowingly let into her secret. A few of those encouraged her to bring her secret out into the open, to be not ashamed of it, but proud. Her first love was, until she reached the age of 50, comparable to lust, an unattainable entity, something beyond her reach that existed only in her fantasies. Now, 10 years later, and despite the many life-changing obstacles, she is deeply ensconced in a steady relationship with the love that once dare not speak its name. She has allowed herself to take control, have confidence in it, and feel worthy of it. She knows that whatever concerns she may have that it could all end tomorrow, the adventure she has been on already has been well worth the risks. It has all been worth it to gamble against her fears of rejection, dive naked into the sea of love that is music. A girl who wanted so much to just sing, but who never felt brave enough, has become a woman. The train is returning her home from an afternoon spent at the iconic Abbey Road studios, where her second album of 8 self-penned songs and her own cover version of 2 others by favourite female artists has just been mastered. This is the stuff of dreams. The smile turns into a grin. A lifelong Beatles fan, since it was the Fab Four who made that place so famous, she felt no shame having her photograph taken walking across that zebra crossing, nor when scrawling "The Window to My Soul, mastered here, 27/2/19, Jude," on the graffiti wall in front of the building. She had always believed she could sing, but only ever did so behind closed doors. Maybe there were a couple of occasions when, as a small child, she stood with her cousins belting out the hits of the day, wearing a hard plastic Beatles wig. But as she got older, whilst her friends joined choirs, she would content herself with providing vocal accompaniment to Dusty, the Fab Four, the Carpenters, Fleetwood Mac, Cat Stevens, in the confines of her bedroom. The fun and games had turned into something rather more serious. In his book Voices, journalist Nick Coleman talks about how for some people music is a very private experience, and for others it is one to be shared. For her it was the former, a refuge from the turbulence of adolescence and an outlet for creativity and emotions. So what got in the way? As to what got in the way, I do provide some of those answers in the book, in the rest of the section on music. So if you don't already have a copy of the book, then by all means buy it at a very special alternative spring tour price from my website. I'm sure though that Georgia and I will be touching on some of those reasons and some of those things in our conversation on Thursday. So do tune in here on Thursday at 12 o'clock, and it will be repeated again at 6 o'clock. I'm posting something every day across my social media pages related to my triple whammy alternative spring tour. So there is art, there is music, there are sections from the book. They're all interwoven, but they can each stand alone. It just remains for me to say that I really appreciate you engaging with my posts, so please do keep supporting me. I really appreciate it. I would like to say stay safe, stay well. If you're not so well, then please, I do hope you're on the mend very, very soon. Very best wishes and love from me to you for now, and thank you again. Bye-bye.